So my family and I live on our 32-foot wooden sailing yacht. So let's come see our little home real quick. Morning, Kaya. Morning. We got the coffee pot going. Morning, Maggie. You got all your stuff? Morning, Ira.
And even this, Dad. Dad, and even this.
Oh, go on, dogs. Get out of here.
Dad, look what else I got.
Go on. I'll come, Ira. All right. Time for some coffee. Let the world warm up a little bit. Wow, what a morning. It's so bright, it's gonna be hard for me to selfie myself here this morning. So, the lumber that you see up there above me are the 3x6s to build an A-frame cabin, 16 by 20. So what we need to do this morning is set that lumber down, head up to the yellow cedar logs, and I need to cut 9 piling, and the cedar pilings will be the foundation for this A-frame cabin. So we're gonna get 9 pilings, bring them down and load them up onto our small barge we're towing, and then we're gonna go up there and I need to mill the caps and the bracing. So the caps are the beams. Oil looks good. The caps are the beams that go on top of the piling. It is, it's really bear season now. I haven't seen my first bear yet, but the bear hunters are here. On their big charter yacht, so we better grab the bear rifles. They're definitely gonna be walking about. It's really a fun time of the year. They just walk around on the beach, wake up and they kind of walk around and eat grass, but they're also really scary because they're hungry when they wake up. All right, let's head up to the mill. Maggie, go! Alright, we're coming into the yard. Got some real nice little cedar trees sitting right in front here for us to cut our pilings out. Alright. Well, here we're going to cut some yellow cedar piling. This is a very common foundation method for where I'm from in Southeast Alaska on beach settings, like where your house is near or close to the beach, and it works just fine anywhere. I've put in somewhere about 400 yellow cedar pilings, at least a dozen houses and a couple really big buildings. Some of them with really big pilings, 25, 26 foot tall, you know, cedar tree pilings. So today we're just doing a small A-frame cabin. So the cabin's gonna sit between 2 and 4 feet off the ground. I think there's a little bit of a grade. So our pilings are gonna be in the ground at least 3 feet. I've dug in this location before and built a cabin there, so I know that once we get down about 3 feet, we're gonna be hitting the bedrock and the good substrate to set our pilings on. So we're just gonna go ahead and start bucking and getting these loaded up. We got the 066 today. Oh. my chainsaw is idling a little hot today. That's a good sign it's running good, we'll have to adjust it. Okay, oh, this is going great. So these are gonna be beautiful little piling. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful morning today. The smell, that yellow cedar is so wonderful. So behind me, you can see my yellow cedar log pile. Okay, it's a decent pile. Look at these trees here. Oh my God. So I logged all this timber by myself with my dogs last summer, with my dad too, but mainly by myself. So we're gonna mill all this up this year. And it is for sale right now. So if you would like to purchase any of this yellow cedar lumber from me, it's for sale at any time. You can call us, call my dad. What I want to start doing is we're going to start slicing it up on the bandsaw. I'm going to make a video showing each slab coming off the mill with the number on it, and then I'm going to put the slabs up for sale on our website, you know, and you can just watch the video, click on, oh, I want to buy slab number 14, click on it, swipe your credit card, and we'll figure out how to get them to you. So depending on how much you buy and where you're at, if you're in Alaska or China. So yeah, this is, just gotta get this last one on here. Started talking before our job was done. Jeez. So that's 9 posts, 3 rows of 3 for this little 16 by 20 A-frame cabin we're building. That is going to be a sweet, sweet foundation for this spot. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna drive these down and get them loaded up in the boat. Then we need to come back up. We need to mill the 3 by 6 by 20 piling caps. I need to make some cross bracing. We're gonna load up all the rest of the lumber, including the 3 by 6 A-frames at noon today. Thanks for watching. Okay, that's one. Let's go get the rest of them. Pretty easy to drag down. So yeah, you know, I do a lot of like hand loading, and some people think I'm crazy, but it's like, this is gonna take me like 10 minutes to get them all down there, you know, 2 or 3 minutes per log, and then it's like another 10 minutes through in the boat, call it a half hour, like whatever. It's like better than burning diesel. Okay. Oh, that's a nice one. No. Oh. Okay. Standing there, looking in that direction, and just let me go by.
Okay.
And then click it off, turn it over, and click it once more as I pick the log up onto the thing.
Okay.
You can like flip logs into we're in. Oh, that one's like, that's some poundage. It's giving me a nice foundation. Oh, wow. Yeah, we're gonna be loaded. Oh, man. That is a monster right there. Nice file. Seven. All right, 2 more. That wasn't too bad, even with all the knots. How many is that? 8?
Yeah.
1 more. Oh no. Yeah, there's nothing I can put in there. That's okay. All right, well, here is the Barracuda. I have I've actually had this boat for like a really long time. I never rebuilt it. I got it 15 years ago and thought it was pretty cool, and I've just kind of kept it around for all the years. Here, you're good now. I'll take the camera. You gotta get that look off your face. Can you go? Go with both hands. Yep. So, we have that beautiful new barge, which obviously I wish I was using today. And like I said before, I'm good for now. I've also got another barge that I'd love to be using today, but the way this has worked out, I would have to put off our job for like another 2 weeks. And I can't do it. I gotta go to work. So, man, look how stable it is now. Look at that. Oh, it's feeling great. So, we're gonna load up this boat with all these cedar pilings, and then we're gonna put that whole pile of, whole pile of 3x6s on top here and tow this thing to a remote site. Oh my God. The first ones I did that I built out here, the first cabins that I built at the location we're going, was maybe, how many years ago was that now, you think? Three?
Yeah, probably 4.
3 years?
Just
2 years. And for that one was really fun. I built my own barge. It was really cool. I got a video of it. I'll put a link below. Back in the day, before we did YouTube. See this one? And it was great. Can you get the rope off it, please? The rope. It was 8 feet wide, 16 feet long, plus the overhang was 20 feet. Plywood, pressure treated barge. You know, it looked kind of like this, but 8 feet wide, 16 feet long. And it was just perfectly successful. We moved like 30,000 pounds of materials, built 2 houses with it. And then I had it on a beach out at those cabins during this huge storm that we had. And I mean, it was a really big storm. It was amazing. It was like the great flood of 2020. And I lost that barge in that storm. I've missed it ever since. It was a quick built barge. Kind of built for one purpose, and it did its job.
backyard build.
Yeah, I built it in the backyard of our house. It really did great. And so far, we're feeling pretty good. This boat was really tippy when we started. And that was one of the reasons I was concerned about putting all those 3x6s on top, but now that we've got these cedar pilings in here, we're still floating, huh? Yeah.
So far, so good.
What's our water line in it? Let's take a look. Look how we're doing great. The quarters aren't even in the water yet. So we're still 4 inches above where it's supposed to be unloaded. It's like if it was sitting here with the outboard and the gas tanks.
That's awesome.
And this looks cool. Wow. So anyways, I am a fiberglass boat builder. It's one of the things I do. I don't love doing it anymore, but I am good at it. So we might end up rebuilding this boat on this channel one of these days. Put new floor in, glass, everything, new transom. But it's really a good freight hauler. I mean, look at that. That looks great, babe. Let's get him in there. I mean, look at the water line. So when we had this boat out of the water, the corners weren't even in. It was like floating on the center V. That looks great. This is awesome. This is so awesome.
Surprising me.
It's all right. Step 1 of today done. Now we're gonna go ahead and head up to the sawmills. We are gonna mill some 3x6x20s. Getting these 3x6x20s off the mill by myself. They're a little heavy. I did all those 16s, no problem though. We can do 6. Look at that, beautiful. Okay, first start of the mill with the new clean carburetor, other than the very first day. Almost. I did carburetor adjustment on the idle mixture air screw, and it sounds like it's running really good now. So for idling, it sounds great. So I think it's working. the first board of the day. It's a 2x4 on the flat. The mill's just purring right along, cutting those like butter. 4x8x20, absolutely gorgeous. Wow, that's beautiful timber. I had to shut the mill off at that end just to give me time to get it off. Usually the mill will push the 4x8 back like a normal board would turn, but in this case I can just tell it's a little heavy and I don't want to wear out my belts here. So watch me pull this thing off. This is absolutely beautiful. Let's see. Maybe right here will be best. This is a beautiful piece of wood. Check this out. Woo! Oh my God. Huh. Oh, it's got barely any knots in it. Wow. Looking at it, that 4x8x20, that is going to be a nice beam. Look how strong that thing is. Oh my God. It doesn't sound that big, 4x8, but you know, big rough sawn timber. And then when it's this quality, look at this. Look at that piece of wood. Oh my God. It's beautiful. Holy shit. What a timber. Whew. Absolutely beautiful. I got this pile of 2x4s on my way from getting these off. I just need to make 3 of them. So 2 more and then we'll be out of here. That is just absolutely the most amazing piece of wood. Look at this. Oh my God. Gorgeous. That's the thing, that quality of the timber that we turn out here, it's like, it's like really hard to buy timbers this nice at the lumber store. So well, I get this one on the forklift, we'll do 2 more. It's really heavy, wet, green. But man, that is gonna be a strong timber. I love doing stuff single length too, you know, it's like 20 footers. Like, you could put 1 post under one end of that 20 footer, and you could put 1 post on the under end of that, put that whole cabin on there, and it'd be totally fine. You know, the center post will keep it from ever having any sag and keep it really nice. But man, all right, let's try it again. think 3 of those ought to hold up a 16 by 28 frame cabin. Beautiful. 9 posts. It's gonna be a really nice foundation. Very, very nice. Look at that thing just spitting sawdust. That's so awesome. It's running so good. Perfect, so it's just perfect. Another beauty. That's perfect. So those 3 pieces right there are gonna sit on top of the yellow cedar pilings we cut this morning. Whoops, hang on. Oh, got jammed up there, hang on. All good. With my board return I gotta fix, so those 3 timbers are gonna sit on top of the 9 pilings, 3 rows of 3 pilings each. Then we're gonna build the A-frame cabin on top of that. If you'd like to see us build this whole cabin from these trees and these timbers, please remember to like and subscribe by clicking on the 2 buttons below. Okay, so now it's time to go load these timbers along with the rest of the 3x6 for the A-frames for the A-cabin onto our boat, and then we're going to spend the afternoon finishing milling and cleaning up a few things, and then we're going to take this and tow it to Juneau to go build the cabin. So let's go ahead and head down there. Tide's coming in for another half hour, 45 minutes, so we're right on time. Oh, those are beautiful. Well, the mill did great. It was a little bit hard to start, which was a little funny for me, but then after I got it going and adjusted the carburetor, she really ran great. So we're gonna go get this all loaded up here, and then we'll be back up here for another round of milling. Okay, we're coming down to the water. It's Teneke over that way. Beautiful. So set these beams down, pick up that pile of 3x6, we're gonna go ahead and load up. Part of the reason I'm doing this is I'm going to be selling these A-frame cabins as kits, the A-cabin kits. And what I want to show here is just that you can transport them to remote locations yourself. We're going to be able to put this whole kit on this small old fiberglass boat. So, you know, even like a Lund skiff or like a snowmobile in the trailer, you can do this over, you know, in a couple of trips and bring your whole cabin out there. So So there's a pile of 3x6s off the planer, and they look beautiful. They look really dry. So we gotta get them loaded up here. I'm feeling really good about this. I think we got plenty of room on the boat for what we got here, and my 3 big beams. I really need to get those big beams to town. All right, let's pick this up. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and drag this down the dock, the beach here, park it, and go get the boat. We're actually loading these by hand, so you have to imagine this for me, but so there's our new barge. That's what we use in the future all summer, and for the next decade plus of doing this. We bring that barge into the beach, and we're able to drive down and just load right onto the barge, just lift after lift of lumber. It's awesome. And our old barge over there is the same thing. It's a 35-foot pontoon barge. So let's go ahead, get down here and get loaded up. Okay, I've been waiting for this moment for quite some time. Okay, Ava, you want to climb in?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay, I'll get in first.
Dad, don't go down on that thing.
Okay, we're gonna get the family all loaded up and we're gonna paddle over to the beach. Pick up the framing lumber. This is hilarious. Barge. We got another barge, but this is our little barge. Because we don't paddle so hard, we're just gonna get blown away in the corner bay. And that won't work out.
Nope.
You can hold the camera though.
You want to film us?
No.
Okay.
Paddling.
Don't break my boat, babe. Go. Stroke. This is when I really start feeling like a pirate. Oh, this thing going through the water great. Look at this. We're already going like on half a knot. Oh, this is gonna, babe, this thing is gonna cruise.
What about the dogs?
Okay, ramming speed.
Oh no.
Really?
Oh, babe.
Why weren't you paying attention?
Okay, stop paddling, babe. Stop. Crashed into the dinghy.
I
Okay.
want to paddle it. I want to paddle it.
You should
I
almost
want to
back
paddle.
pedal.
I want to paddle.
Reminds me of my bachelorette party when the jet boat broke down. We had 6 girls that had to paddle across the channel out South Douglas. Nobody stopped for us, but I guess maybe they thought that we were looking like we were doing just fine.
Okay, let's stop paddling. My sister and I one time were out with our friend Carlton and we broke down. And we had to paddle all the way back with his boat. And that was a... That one was an adventure.
Okay. What do you do with the kids?
Side. Side.
I want to paddle us back. I want to paddle.
Okay.
It's like 3 feet deep right there. Why don't you get off the bow? Okay, go ahead, babe. Oh, yeah. Nice, babe. You gotta come get the kids. Great start, babe. Come get Ava. Oh no. The dogs are in the water.
Come here, sweetie.
Okay. So we're just gonna get the kids and everybody safely out of the way here. Now you're gonna load up. myself.
Do I get nails?
Yeah, go ahead. So we've like always, you know, we keep the kids with us for a lot of stuff, probably more than, you know, most people would, and I just like having them around. I think it's good. Okay. Got our emergency cock in case we need to plug any holes. Got some Gorilla tape in case we need to plug any holes. Hey, hold me in, Era.
Is that okay?
Let it go.
What was that? Good. Ava, we're loading up the barge. Stick off about 2 feet. Let's not make the dog swim, sweetie.
Whew. Wow, well, I got a little exciting there. It was going great. We were a little late on the tide, so I was going as fast as I could to keep loading lumber onto that little boat, and at one point, at one point we were like about to sink. The stern got a little low, so took a layer off. It's looking good, and we strapped these floor joists to these beams. We're just going to tow that in the sea here is the plan, so I think we're going to make it. Let's go.
Well, as you can see, this ended up a little bit different than we were expecting. So we loaded up the barge, our little fiberglass boat, and it all fit so nicely, but then we realized that it was too much weight for this thing. So we've got all of this wood on the boat. Let me see if I can get a good angle and show you what the... You can see the water line is probably about a good 2 inches below the water. And we had all of this wood on there already. So it was definitely even lower than it was there. So we decided that we needed to offload this wood to make this barge safe. And then everything that we still had on the forklift, we formed into this bundle over here, which we're going to tow behind the barge and hopefully make it to Juneau with all of our lumber. The stuff on the dock, we are thinking that we can load onto the stage's deck and still be safe. And so that's what we're going to do. Follow along, see if we make it in.
Well, that went pretty well.
Can this be the end of the hug?
Yep. Regretfully, I didn't have the camera going when we almost sank. I still have not gotten to film any of the actual exciting things that happened to us. I'm trying so hard. Like, I keep the cameras going all the time. I apologize so much for that. One of these days you're going to see us actually all go in the drink together. We just kept, I was loading 3x6s on as fast as we could, and all of a sudden we looked back and we were like,
Mommy, I want to sit with
We were going
Daddy
down.
on his lap.
So I bundled the
life jacket on.
4x8 by 10s and the floor joists. So that's the floor timbers and the floor joists. And we launched them. It's incredible how high that's floating out of the water. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, yeah.
Sit on your lap.
So now we just got to clean up. At 2 a.m. we're going to depart. Try to go build this cabin. Actually, I think at this point the building is probably going to be the easiest part. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
God, once we make it there with this wood, like, it's going to be the easy part.
This is the best
It's also that I've been a carpenter for my entire life, and I've only been a logger since I was about 17. So it, you know, I got longer. Carpentry is a little easier than logging. It is. It is. You know, you got to keep your saws sharp and stuff, but
But
logging's
do you
like,
do as much crazy stuff when you're doing carpentry, or?
I guess. It's all part of the carpentry process. I can't believe.
This sure makes a good story.
I know. Can you believe how much that's floating out of the water? I mean, all the timber is floating on the 4x10. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, the back
Uh-oh, Dad!
shoreside corner is down a little bit more, but not too much.
Look,
We're forgetting to go to Juneau.
we're gonna go right now, but first we need to eat some grilled cheeses. Does that sound good?
I think we should actually back away.
You do? Okay, well, here we are, Second Growth Homes. Next video, we're gonna be heading for Juneau, 2 a.m. Sunday. So we're gonna go relax and clean up and do a few things and
Finish stacking some wood and milling a little bit for
yep. Get my tow rope hooked up, get the barge, pile of lumber
In
will tow
line.
right behind the barge. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I was a little worried there. I was a little bummed when we were sinking, and you know,
It's not a great feeling when you're sinking, huh?
yeah. Those 3x6s are still just pretty heavy. It's a lot of wood. We got all those pilings in there.
I know, yeah.
I didn't know I picked this up because they have a blade.
Oh, I guess what I'm trying to say is that I can't wait until we get to do this with my dad's new barge with the forklift, and the pontoons are like sealed pontoons with bulkheads in there, so you don't need to worry about sinking at all. So that's gonna be great. I would have launched it without my dad being here, but
It's not finished, so
it's also technically not mine.
yeah.
That barge I own a 1/3 of, but that one I haven't done my part of it yet, so that's 100% my dad's right now. After I put the deck on, then it's like, okay, I own a little bit of it, 10%. All right. Well, thanks for coming with us. If you'd like to come with us for this barge tow at 2 in the morning, and then especially if you'd like to come with us to build this A-frame cabin on South Douglas Island, it's going to be awesome. We're going to dig holes by hand, put up these pilings, yellow cedar pilings we got in the boat. We're going to set those beautiful 4x8 by 20s you saw me mill today on top of those pilings. We're going to build these A's and stand up this whole A-frame cabin
It's gonna be
next
beautiful.
week. So please remember to click on the like and subscribe buttons below
And
if you'd
see
like to come with us.
what makes it all worth it and why we do this.
Yeah, well, like I said, I don't know which part's more rewarding for me. Kind of like the first day where you get to cut the tree down is the best. I like the first day on site digging. That's gonna be fun.
It'll be fun. It'll all be fun. Okay.
Unicorn. E-I-E-I-O. With a day.
Oh, I hope we make it tomorrow.
Every
Well, one of the things I've always wanted to do was just cut like a huge slab, you know, like as big as we could make and as long as we could do, like 22 feet, and then put the big outboard on the back of it, you know, and just surf that thing around Corner Bay at like 30 miles an hour. Honestly, look how high this floats. Like, it's giving me a lot more confidence we could actually do this. Let me hold the camera.
So
What do you think?
Elizabeth?
I think you better not fall in there.
What?
Oh, this is great. Oh yeah, you gotta walk down the middle. It's actually pretty stable. I'm surprised. So yeah, I loaded it up till she was about right there, and it doesn't look too freaky overloaded, but the stern was down there. So we got the floor beams here strapped as their own little barge. Oh, this is kind of ridiculous because I have that barge right there, and then we also have this beautiful new barge, but this is what we're doing today. These are the circumstances that we put ourselves in, so we're gonna make the best of it. I'm excited. Dogs are chilling. Well, it's actually kind of funny, but I've always wanted to do this. It's a bit of an interesting day. It was good. Worked a full 8 hours, solid as a rock. Kind of overloaded my little boat. I felt a little funny about not using one of these other, like my big barge, but it's gonna work out just fine. So it actually looks pretty good. So it's been sitting there for 5 hours, hasn't taken on any water. I got the battery all charged up, and I'm gonna put a little 12-volt bilge pump in there, and feeling pretty good about everything. So we're out of here at 2 a.m. tomorrow, but right now it is just absolutely gorgeous. We got the moon right up over the mountains. And it's cool. It got so hot today that it felt like summer, but the sun the sun's going down. And the sun doesn't go down here in the summer, so it's very obvious that it's spring. Honestly, it's really, really nice. Oh, man. Alright, well, once again, everything's okay. Probably better than okay. So, next trip, we're gonna be underway with the new barge, my dad's boat, and he's putting a 150 horse Yamaha outboard he's got. It's almost brand new on there. So we're also gonna be attaining some speed with our new barge, which will be fun. Oh man, let me get this out of here. So it's just us. We had our first visitors here at Corner Bay today. It was great. A couple of super nice people from Juneau, but also from, not like residents of Teneke, but came over from Teneke. Spent a lot of time there. They were super nice. They came out, hung out up at the mills. It was great. So, oh man, there's always all these different options, you know, for how we get to do stuff. And my plan for this was to have everything on that nice new aluminum barge, and reality was just a little bit different. But the idea is just that the timber gets there on time, and as it stands now, we are looking to get there on time, depending on how fast we go. Towing tomorrow. This is my family boat, the Cool Cat, 21-foot Parker. That's really a great boat. We've had it for a really long time. It was like the first speedboat we bought when we moved to Alaska. We came here on the sailboat, and we shopped and shopped and shopped, and we've done everything with that boat. We've towed the barge to Juneau. We've done everything under the sun with it. So, well, soon, 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 we are going to be launching this barge into this beautiful inlet. What a moment in time, huh? God. Oh. We're gonna launch this beautiful pontoon barge in the inlet. My dad, and I are gonna start moving our lumber and all our topsoil and everything with this. And it's gonna be great. Start delivering our 8-cabin kits. That's gonna be efficient. That thing's just gonna cruise through the water. Super, super efficient. All right, I'm gonna go grab a bilge pump out of my skiff and go put it down in my little towboat. I feel a little bit better about everything. So I'll have a new battery and a good little bilge pump in there. Perfect weather forecast. So it should be just a matter of leaving here, sitting on the boat until we get to Juneau. And we get to build the 8-cabin. That's gonna be easy, the easy part. You know, some people like get a job to build a cabin or whatever, you know, and then you just like buy the wood, and then like building the cabin's like the challenging part. For me, it's like, man, once we've actually made it to where we're trying to build this thing with all the wood, the hard part is done. So I'd like to just say a big thank you for coming along with me here at Second Growth Homes. I'm really looking forward to improving the quality of the videos and the quality of the content and what we share with you guys. And I've got really big plans and high hopes for this coming season. So thank you so much. If you'd like to come with us for launching my dad's new pontoon barge and delivering cabins around Southeast Alaska with our various boats, please remember to click on the like and subscribe buttons below. And the next videos we take, we're gonna have my camera back, the Canon 90D, and it'll give us a little bit more variables on the channel, but kind of nice to just look at the barge like that, ready to go. Beautiful. April 20th, I think today, yeah, 20th. Still snow in the mountains. It's the end of the day. It's like 6:30, 7 o'clock. This is a nice 8-hour day today, 8 to 5. Went pretty well, other than my timbers were a little bit heavier than I expected. But man, we put 9 logs in that skiff underneath all those 3x6. So we're asking a lot out of the old girl. And she's probably going to give us good service tomorrow. I've got a really good feeling about it. I'm going to give you one more look. We're going to look towards the head of Teneke Inlet. So as you go up the inlet, it's almost like 30 miles long, I believe. I have to double check. It's so funny. But then inlet just slowly narrows and narrows and narrows, and it's just absolutely glorious up there. I spend a lot of time out there at the head of the inlet. like we're gonna have to do something funny eventually. You'll probably help me with that. So like,
Oh yeah, that's my wheelhouse.
like April 1st every year, we could do like a really good one.
Yeah, I'll start thinking of one.
That'd be fun. Okay, I'm gonna take a couple more here, and then clear out around this big baby.